What's going on, guys? So in the last video, we focused on the exterior of this absolutely gorgeous 2022 Nissan Titan Pro4X. This is not the XD package, so this is their standard half-ton package truck. And we focused on the whole exterior, we looked at the engine, we talked about the crazy warranty, 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Let that soak in for a second. And just like I said in that first video, a lot of folks are going to give it hate because they're going to say, well, you need that warranty. You're going to have so many problems. Here's the fact of the matter. Even on my truck, which is a really reliable truck, I've had batteries that have gone out. I had a sunroof that broke, all these different little things, and my warranty was up. So I ended up having to pay for a lot of that stuff, or I ended up having to use an extended warranty to cover it, which cost me a lot of money when I got the truck. To be able to get a truck like this that's less expensive than anything that competes directly against it, with all the features, many of these features inspired all the other truck manufacturers to start putting them on their trucks, such as the keyless fob entry, LED lights, parking sensors front and back, 360-degree camera. There are just a ton of features, the rear tailgate step. This stuff appeared on Nissan in the Titan before any other truck. And to be able to say they spearheaded in those areas is actually a pretty big story. Anyways, that first video focused all on the exterior. Let's talk about the interior of this truck. Hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, before we hop inside of this truck, let's take a look at the numbers on the door. So this truck is going to have a maximum cargo capacity of 1,280 pounds. Not really that bad. You guys have seen a lot of high-spec half-ton trucks on my channel that have roughly the same cargo capacity. And whether you're talking about an F-150 Platinum or Limited, or a GMC Denali, or a Toyota Tundra, any of those trucks, when you get them with a really high-end package with all the bells and whistles, are going to have payload numbers that look like that. When you get them stripped down, you don't get leather, you don't get a lot of the features that this truck comes equipped with in the Pro4X trim. That number gets significantly higher. And I'd venture to say it probably gets upwards of around 1,800 pounds or so. And then you can move to something like a Titan XD, which is going to be kind of their heavier duty truck version of this. It's kind of the equivalent of a F-150 or a Sierra with a max tow package. Probably the best way I could describe it. Anyways, let's hop inside of this truck and take a look at it. But before we do that, we have all power door locks, power windows, power mirrors, memory seat up here, 2 drink holders, a small one and a large one, big pocket right there. This has the Fender premium sound system in it, which sounds fantastic. Just the fidelity of this system is pretty amazing. And if that matters to you, you really need to check out how this system sounds. Power seats up front, you got lumbar control as well. Right here are some of your 4-wheel drive control. You have your locking rear differential right here. Here is a absolutely fantastic feature that I just really wish truck manufacturers like Ford, General Motors, and Ram would incorporate into their trucks. Ram has headlights that will turn side to side, which honestly, I don't know why. That doesn't matter to me. I've never felt the need to have my headlights wrap around a corner. But what does matter is this, the ability to rotate your headlights up and down. So when you're hauling a trailer, and the back of your truck is squatted slightly and your headlights are pointing up into oncoming traffic, you're not blinding people. With this system, you can readjust your headlights to the ground so you don't blind oncoming traffic. That is so important, especially for trucks that are designed to haul heavy trailers like fifth wheels. So I just wish the other manufacturers would do that. Again, another area where manufacturers like Nissan have stepped up. And hopefully you'll see these features coming to companies like Ford, Chevy, and Ram. But as of now, this is the only manufacturer besides Toyota that does that. Now, another really cool thing about this truck is the fact that it is made in the US. It's 100% made in the US. Uses some global parts. I think every truck manufacturer out there has to make that claim. But this truck is manufactured and assembled in the United States, which is really cool. Okay, let's hop inside. Close the door. Let's close it all the way. And take a look at this truck a little bit closer. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Has a push button start. Again, another feature that Nissan kind of pioneered. That's one recurring theme you're going to hear over and over in this video, are some of the things that Nissan is doing that other manufacturers are just starting to do that they've been doing for a long time. You have a nice LCD infotainment center here between your analog gauges. You have a beautiful 9-inch screen up front. It's gonna have all your typical features, and I do like this setup right here, how they separate your navigation features, your radio features, your camera features, and all of this from your air conditioning controls. You have the ability to control all your AC stuff separate, knobs, the right buttons, the right place, the right location for all of this stuff. Down here, you have your ability to turn off parking sensors, traction control. This right here is that safety system that alerts you if cars are in your blind spot, things like that. Heated steering wheel, USB, USB-C. You have your trailer brake controller right here. Plus you can adjust your gain, and then you have your settings here. 4-wheel drive controls, 2-wheel, 4 high, 4 low. Really, really nice high gloss accent trim around everything. Something that Nissan is doing that's more in line with Ram versus the direction that Ford and General Motors have gone is the fact that they're still kind of sticking with this vertical look to everything. You get a little bit of the horizontal look over there, but for the most part, it's kind of this tall luxury center stack, and it more resembles Ram than any other manufacturer. Now, when you look at General Motors and Ford, they're going for that kind of wider view look. Everything's horizontally laid out, so it makes the cab feel wider. And it certainly feels wider when you look in a cab like that. You have your cup holders right here. You have this interesting little removable section here where you can put your phone down and it holds your phone for you. Down here you got some storage. You can also remove that if you'd like. A little divider right there. And you have another little spot right here. And then these plug into these little grooves on the side. Over here you have heated and ventilated seats, which is awesome. So a lot of trucks only have heated seat as an option, but this has both heated and ventilated seats. You can see the Pro4X embroidery on the actual seat, plus the nice red trimming that goes all the way around. Absolutely beautiful seats. Up top, you have all of your controls for your panoramic sunroof. You know, some truck manufacturers don't offer them, and I'm not really a big fan of sunroofs, honestly, I'm not. But, you know, if you want a panoramic sunroof, that you do have that option in this truck. Up here, you have a spot for your sunglasses. Here's your center console right here. Little removable tray, spot for a couple of pens, and I like how they make this part right here a little taller in case you have some taller items in that tray. It doesn't prevent the actual lid from closing. There's some cup holders back there. Seats feel really good. They feel really well bolstered. They're certainly more on the firm side, but they feel good. And what a lot of people don't realize is firm seats tend to be better in terms of long-term comfort. If you're going to be driving on a longer trip, you want your seat to feel supportive. If it's too soft, you'll eventually sink into it. And one thing that you probably don't pay much attention to, but if you're going to go on a drive for a couple of hours, when you get to where you're going, notice if your position in correlation to your rear view mirror is off slightly. If it feels like you have to adjust your mirror slightly because you may have sunk into your seat. So just something to think about. You're going to get all your safety features in here, your radar cruise control, collision avoidance, all of that stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop in the back. Okay, hopping in the back, you still have your large and your smaller cup holder, plus a nice little storage area right there. You have your little tweeter, your Fender speaker right there as well. Okay, now we're in the back. You can see this huge panoramic sunroof. You know, you got plenty of room behind these seats. I'm not going to say it's as spacious as some of the new trucks like Ram, F-150, some of these newer offerings from those manufacturers. There is plenty of room for most people. I don't think you're going to have much of an issue fitting even tall people back here, but it's not quite as much legroom or knee room as you might feel like you have in like an F-150 or Ram or General Motors truck. It feels like it's a few inches shorter. Right here, you have USB. You have a 120 volt, 400 watt outlet here, 12 volt outlet here. The heated seat is on for some reason. Let me turn that off. You have air conditioning vents back here, which I absolutely love. In the center, have a nice little armrest here. I don't like that this protrudes up like that. I wish it was completely flush. Overall, really, really nice interior. Let's see what it looks like under the seats. All right, so this is what your back seat looks like. You can put this really cool little piece down like this if you want it to be completely flat back here. Let's say you're going to put like a dog crate back here and you want it to sit flat. That's how you do it. Or if you want to put a box back here, anything that might need a flat space, this is what it's designed for. Got a little area right here as well. Strap things are to hold a bag. Really, really nice. What do you guys think of this interior? I think it's a really nice truck. They've done a lot, and it certainly feels very competitive to anything else out there on the market. What you might find, though, is that this is more affordable than anything else out there on the market, given the fact that you get all this luxury and all of the features. And stepping back out, here's a kind of look at the front with the LED accent lights on. Let's go over a few more numbers that you might be interested in. So again, this is the Titan, not the Titan XD. If this were the Titan XD, it'd have a maximum towing capacity of 11,040 pounds. But this non-XD Titan has a maximum tow capacity of 9,310 pounds. And again, this specific truck has about a 1,280 pound maximum cargo capacity. So if you were gonna haul a trailer with this, I would really, again, stay around that maybe 5,500, 6,000 pound maximum trailer, mainly because when you have to factor in the tongue weight after you've loaded your trailer up and everything on the back, again, let's say a 6,000 pound trailer with roughly 700 pounds worth of tongue weight, another 100 pounds for weight distribution, another 400 or 500 pounds worth of people, supplies, everything that goes inside of the truck, you're going to be quickly at or above your maximum payload capacity, and that's what matters here. Your towing capacity is going to be great, especially if you have a small utility trailer. Even if it's a 9,000 pound GVWR utility trailer, when it's empty, it might only be 3,000 pounds. And then you load a couple lawnmowers or things on the back of it, you might be at 5,000 pounds. But you can also position that weight differently to help determine how much weight you're transferring to the truck and to make sure that your trailer is properly balanced. But overall, at the end of the day, I think that the Nissan Titan is an exceptional value. I really do. I love the warranty. I love all the tech. I love all the features that this truck pioneered and the other trucks eventually copied. And there's a lot to be said about that. There's a lot to be said about this truck. I love the tow mirrors. The fact is, I beg other manufacturers to make tow mirrors standard or to be able to put them on. And to get a Titan with tow mirrors on it is pretty exceptional, because that means they're listening to their buyers, and that's really important. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you again very soon.